wish I got more Wednesdays like this, where it's finally quiet around the house so I can do a live randomly in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week. Well, the kids are back in school, and that's why it's so quiet. I feel like the summertime is more or less a vacation for everybody, whether you go somewhere or not, because of the fact that, you get to do a little bit less, but it's okay, it's warranted. When you do a lot of work the rest of the time of the year, then you need to have some of that time off. And I'm always doing something, so that's for sure. I'm just pulling up the chat here. Why is the chat not loading? That's so odd. There should be a chat, but I don't see the chat. Unless it needs a minute to load. I don't think I selected to not have a chat. Oh, here we go. It's loading. It's loading. It was just taking its time there. Welcome everybody. Got the Go train zipping around the layout there. Just put that on there for now. We're going to be switching that over in a minute. Just wanted to make sure everything was set up first. Show you what we will be running today. Because it's a new train that I acquired. Hey Mike, how's it going? So we've got a couple of locomotives set up here on the second level. A couple of Intermountain ET44 Tier 4 Gevos. There goes the Go train. Zipping through there. I really got to do a Union Station build. That's what I need to do. Jeez. Just letting everybody join in here. I know it's kind of odd. I normally do a live on Wednesdays and on Sundays, depending on the the day of the week, of course, and what I have going on. But like I said, now that the kids are back in school, it's quiet all day long. I just got back from taking my wife to work, so now it's really quiet. So I can actually do some train running for everyone. And yeah, so like I said, I got a couple of new locomotives here that will be running, and yeah, it should be good. So so we got Container Man. How's it going, Roy? Am I done with the layout yet? No. Are we ever done though? That's the question, right? Are we ever done? But no, definitely not. I've been chipping away at it here and there, and I recently picked up some water stuff so that I can do party at my house. If you want to make the drive, I'll host something. I got some water effects and all that, so I'll be planning on doing some water very soon, but I still have a bit of work to do, but I'm sure we'll do that. We'll work on it tomorrow night for the Third Rail Thursday, and I've got a couple other things that I wanted to do as well while I'm at it. But yeah, and Mike is here, Trackside Mike, how's it going? And Mr. Brian Ferguson, how's it going, sir? And Perry, Trains by Perry, how's it going? CP Whiskey Creek and N Scale, how's it going? And yeah, so let's get started, because this running trains thing is well overdue, so we're going to do that. So we're going to cut over here, and we're going to take a look at these two awesome looking locomotives here. Just going to kind of bring this a little bit closer. And like I said, these are Intermountain Tier 4 GEVOs. You'll notice that one of them is a Norfolk Southern, which is a new road name that I'm now starting. I talked about it for a while, but Trackside might actually, he sent me this one. Well, he didn't send it to me. There was a barbecue and all that, and he handed it to me. And very nice of him. I really appreciate it. So shout out again to Trackside Mike for that. With Norfolk Southern, it is one road name from the U.S. that I personally said if I ever did run a American road name, it would probably be that. Very fitting because it does run with CN. And also, Ontario Northland has been buying a lot of these XNS units to run with Ontario Northland. So, very fitting. Very, very, very fitting with what I'm running and my overall stuff, as you can imagine. Where are we with this GO train? I fixed a couple of spots of my track as well, and I'm going to see if it's still holding out. She's still doing what I need her to do. Okay, good. Good. But we'll see, the real test is with the the intermodal. So, should I bring that to a stop here somewhere? Yeah, I think we'll bring it to a stop down here, and I'll kind of remove it from the equation, because I just plan on running the two. Hey, Plumber, how's it going? We're just getting ready here to take off, and we're going to run some mixed freight. Just got to bring the GO train here to a stop so I can reach it, and we're good. And we're going to dispatch it. Alrighty. Very nice locomotive and very nice cars to go with it. If I can just get it off the rail. There we go. Alright. I like to think I'm organized, but I'm really not. Don't know if you guys have caught on to that. If not, then I'm hiding it well. Okay, so taking a look at the... Do we still have them here? Yes, we do. Okay, so the Tier 4 GEVO. So we've already got 3,600, so we need 3088. So we're starting up the CN here. We're going to get the headlights, ditch lights, number boards. She's all on there. Cool. And maybe a bell for good measure. Cool. Then we're going to start up the Norfolk Southern. Lights. Headlights. Well, I'm going to turn off the ditch lights. I don't need the ditch lights. Cool. Okay. So we want to create an MU. And we're gonna add a few cars onto here. I'm on the wrong track there. That's the problem here. So we might have to flip this thing into reverse, and we're gonna back it up a little bit here, and we're gonna go onto the correct track for running our main line here. Hey Sidetracks, how's it going? Oh, and Mr. Curly, how's it going? Let me tell you, right out of the box, like I've had my CN for a little bit, and I've already done a lot of running, but with the Norfolk Southern, right out of the box, it was already speed matched, and I didn't have to do much beyond that. I've changed the road number so that it matches the cab, which is really good, but they run really well together right out of the box, which is really good for me because, you know, I hate the aggravations of all that stuff, so. We got another TTX boxcar here. I can't get enough of them. These are the Walters ones. Okay, so let's add some stuff. Now, typically I'd make it a whole thing where I would need to run it like it's a, you know, an actual train picking up cars, but for this here, because I don't have all my industries in, this is kind of what I gotta do just for now, just for setup purposes. Now I'm also going to add a lot of my weathered cars here too, the ones that I've done decaling to and just other weathering stuff. My, you know, my finished cars. And of course, this Intermountain Loco experience wouldn't be complete without some Intermountain auto racks. So there's that too. And I really like this one here. This is probably one of my favorite auto racks. It's nice blue color. This is a Walthers as well. I feel like I can almost do this as an auto parts train, because you got your cars and then you can put auto parts in these, in the high cubes. Hey Randall, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. And we got the, I'm going to add just some buffer cars here for the tank cars, but I can still use lots of other stuff with this. Alright, and they're not even slowing down right now, so we're going to keep going. We're going to build this big train here. This is another one of my favorites. This is a CP, Intermountain, and they used to be red, but this one here, faded. So I still got to do graffiti and weathering on that, but we'll get to that at some point. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. We're going to go up to 5. And then we're going to add a few more cars here. And then we'll cut around to the other side and we'll see this whole thing go around. Oh my gosh, there we go. I'm sure this train could probably pull more, but I'm gonna put a cap on this thing here after I add 2 more cars. Okay. I forgot that I had these. This is my weathered tank car and just another O&R. Why is that not working? There we go. Oops. Okay. You're absolutely right. I'm going to be, well, I know you know, but I'll say it anyways. But basically when Intermountain releases the next set of military units, or not military units, the ES-44s, which should be out in a couple of months, I'll be getting the military unit, the 100 years of CN, and of course, possibly, quite possibly, also the BC Rail Heritage unit. I'll try to make it, Perry. No promises, but yeah, I'll try to come on Saturday there. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Hey Mark, thanks for joining. And Jason the Train Freak, how's it going, Jason? Welcome, welcome. Also, while we're doing this, because this is, I wouldn't say it's the first time, but I have a lot of weathered cars here. You can kind of pick them out, and you can see, the ones with the graffiti and whatnot. Let me know what you think. If it adds to it, if it doesn't. Some of them look better on camera, actually, than some of them do in real life. But, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm curious. Also, as it is getting closer to winter, I'll be doing a lot more work on the layout. So I won't be going to as many places or getting out as much. I'm gonna hide in my basement all winter. It's my version of hibernating. I wouldn't mind a free car, I gotta be honest with you. I'd like a little representation of all of you on my layout at some point. Whether it's a minifigure or, little nods, One of those, one of those things, just to have you guys each on the layout here, which I think would be neat. I did want to do a thing where in my downtown area, instead of like a Starbucks, it would be like Train Freak Cafe kind of deal, or I don't know, Mike's tattoo shop, something like that, and just kind of add each of you to the layout in a very little way, but also in a big way. Subtle nods. I could do a Wigwags workshop and have it as like a tool supply. I mean, I could even do a a whiskey box car or like delivery, but it'll be a CP whiskey. It wouldn't be N scale, but but I do want to do you know, some subtle nods like that throughout the layout, just to, you know, tip of the hat. Is it too late to say nothing's gone wrong yet? I guess I'll just knock on some wood there. I guess I kind of want to see. Uh-oh, I think one of my doors is coming off on my inner mountain there. On one of my auto racks. I had to fix one on the weekend too. Okay, well, I made it over the what would I consider as issue area, but problem is that when you have a lot of cars with no DPU, it buckles. It buckles a lot. So I'm definitely going to need a DPU at some point. Thanks, Wigwag. I'm sure once that, because this is the top, you know, part of the layout here. Once it's filled in a lot better, it will hide a lot of that, you know, the wood and whatnot. So you should get an even better view at that point. Yeah, Mike, they're definitely a good investment if you're doing a lot of lives, if you have multiple sections of your layout that you want to highlight. I mean, it's even good if you have a single level layout, where mine, I mean, I can put them all over the place and, you know, you can see what's going on over here, or up here. You can follow the train around on a single level layout without having to move a camera. I like the Intermountain ones though, as they do have a lot of detail. I don't know if you guys have seen the keeping track where I compared Intermountain and Atlas and Walthers, but if you haven't, go check it out. And it really breaks it down as to, you know, the details and what you get and what they do, pricing and all that, and what's worth it. Wigwag wants to know what kind of camera I'm using. I'm just going to get the box here so I can show you. We can take a minute here, I guess. Okay, we'll use this camera here because this is right here. So this is the camera set that I have. It's a Logitech Mevo starter 3-pack. Basically, you get 3 of these cameras and you get 3 charging cables. One so you can charge each one, obviously. They plug into the back and then it plugs into a USB. So if you've got a USB charger, you just plug it into that, or computer, basically. And they're very straightforward. You can download an app which is for the 3-pack, or you can download a separate app which is just for one. Now, I haven't seen it where you can add more than 3, but the app really does look like you can add more, so I might expand in the future. The problem... Yes, I'm getting to that. She likes to insert her 2 cents. The problem is that for one of these cameras, you're looking at about 400 Canadian. So the 3-pack, you know, was a little over, or just about 15. Worth it though, because the battery has a good life, and tripod stand on the bottom. It also has, it doubles either so you can use a microphone stand or just your regular tripod with the screw top. You know, so there's 2 different screw holes. And yeah, so you just basically, and I'll show you this here. I'll show you on what I look at. So this here is the application. This is what I see. So I've got my 3 cameras, and at the top is what you see. Right now I'm live, and I can go through different forms of social media that I can post, whatever I connect it to, but I just have it for YouTube. And all I have to do is select, like by touching, what camera I want you guys to see. You can adjust volume settings, and you can also zoom individually on each camera there and move it around live. So I'll give you a sample of that. So we're going to cut to a different camera, and I'm going to move the one camera that you were just seeing. I'm going to place it somewhere on my layout. Okay. So this is what we're going to look at here. So the train's coming around, and I've already selected the camera that I want you to see. So I'm going to hit the settings for that one, and then I'm going to hit a crop and zoom option. So now you're looking at this. This is what... Whoa, it's picture in picture. Okay, that's neat. So now I can zoom in using my pinching the screen, and I'm going to have it zoomed in just like that so you can see the loco coming around that corner there. And I'm going to move it down a little bit. And I'm cutting off a lot of that extra stuff that I don't want you to see. And I'm just focusing it on the train itself and a lot less of the background, and yeah, it's really neat. Each camera has its own microphone, but all the audio picks up at the same time. So that's why you don't hear an echo or anything. So it's like it's one audio source. And then I can zoom back out. And then I can switch to my next camera, which I can also do handheld. But technically you want to mount these in places where you're not moving them around, but the stability is, like, there's no stability to this if I'm holding it. But you can see there I've got a tripod in the back and there's a camera on there. And that's basically set to focus on a couple of levels at the same time. And you can see. And this just makes me feel like technology is, awesome. Because I can do this. On trackside, like Mike. And I'm sitting here, just catching all these trains go by. Just like it's the real thing. And I feel like I lost some cars somewhere. I did. Oh. Well, it was bound to happen. I didn't think it was going to go all the way around without doing some sort of buggery nonsense. Which is fine. Things happen. Okay. Oh, I totally jinxed it. Where are you? I really need to do some weathering on these auto racks, so I'm like terrified. I hear something. Something's a rumbling. That one. Okay. See, nothing is perfect, but well,
that's okay. That's why they put erasers on pencils. At least that's why I think they put erasers on pencils.
my layout wasn't originally made to run auto racks. That's kind of a
Not a last minute thing, but it's a recent thing. So it's a thing.
Thanks, Wigwag. Roy's asking, did I build a freestanding wall there for my center peninsula turn back loop? Meaning it's not attached to the ceiling. That's correct. I made a somewhat of a wall and I attached it to the benchwork and then I built my base benchwork around it, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like building a wall stud, and I think it was only like 5 feet long, and then I intertwined, or I built the modules around it. Well, the main base, the heavy bottom to it, but then I just attached the shelving for the second level, and then my third level sits right on top of it, so it's a good structured base to hold it up. Again, when you see these things in your mind, and you're like, hey, maybe this will work, and you don't know if it'll work, but then it does work, you get super stoked, and you're like, oh wow, that actually worked. Yes! So I'll kind of show you, well, this thing's going up the helix here, so you can see here 3 levels. So we've got level 1, level 2, level 3. And this here, that is a wall. And the wall goes to literally right here. It's from back there. So I wanted to, so the train can go through there, so there's no wall there. It's just, it just goes 5 feet from here down. So I put the angle irons, it's like an L bracket angle iron, but like these big ones, I put them coming out from here and there and here, and there's a couple holding this up and a couple holding this up, and one over here, just to give it the support to hold this. But they're also connected here as well. And basically what happens is that this wall, is holding up everything, but it's stabilized because the bottom here, well, you can't really see it, but it looks like it's benchwork that looks like this. See that middle? That's another type of peninsula there, but it's just, freestanding. And I've got two beams that go right up. And it basically holds the module for the middle and the top. And the bottom part is part of the base of the full layout, so it's very strong. I put all my weight on the bottom with beams, holding everything up. Just like this wall over here, where I've got 2x4s, and I can show you an example of this, because most of that's covered, but I'll show you a good example. If we look behind my helix here, see that 2x4 that's running up the wall there? That's not connected to the wall, but that supports every single level of this helix here, which is the exact same method as holding up every single module that's, here. You see that L bracket back there? It's hidden because I put the backdrop over it, but it's there and it exists. Hopefully that explained enough. Hey, James. I mean, see, that's why I'm not good at explaining things. That entire section where I just went on about how I made a wall, you did it in literally like 2 sentences. Oh. You're good at some things and you're not good at some things. You can't be good at everything. And I am already sweating because all the lights down here, like these LEDs, they don't get too warm, but the space itself gets warm. So, yeah. Now, I'm only going about speed step 20. But it's like, how fast do you need to go? I'm also wondering how much more weight I can pull before this thing kind of craps out. So I'm wondering if I should test that. 19 cars. And it's not overkill by any means. But it could probably do more, if I'm being honest. Let's make it an even 20. For good measure. There we go. Now there's 20. That odd number was really bothering me. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. You're talking about the pink one, right? Yeah, after working them in a little bit, they do become loose. So it might have just squeaked open when I lifted it. Kind of like, the old box cars that the doors would just open? After a while, they just kind of slide freely. That's kind of how it is. Because like when you first get it, it's like crazy to try to get those things open. But once it's worked in, it's okay. Yeah, CP has the Every Child Matters logo, which is technically orange. And I'm not sure if the Hapeg and Lloyd is related to CP at all, but theirs is orange as well. It is. Oh, okay. Then, yeah. I wasn't 100%, so I didn't want to say, by the way, 100%, that's, it's not my style. Whoop. And I dropped my remote. Okay. The barrel ore cars are running out, so I would catch that soon, Roy. And for the SD70s, yeah, the pre-orders, you can pre-order them. Still lots of buses. Like, the buses, there's no short supply of buses. I should probably get more buses because I can. And barrel ore cars, I don't know, I think I'm tapped as far as barrel ore cars. I'd love to get some more CM, but I basically have all the OMR ones, so I'm not really stressing it. Street with the new SD70s, because they're putting them with the new ones with roller bearing caps, you'll be able to also buy the first set as well with roller bearing caps. They're just re-releasing it
with roller bearing caps, just in case you've missed out on 7022 and the other one. But I'm not 100% as to if they're coming with the other ones or if they're going to show up earlier or what. So I don't know. There's been no formal announcement on that. I also have to get more backdrop. My backdrop ain't done yet. I need like 2 more packs and then, yeah. There's been a lot of power moves here in the States, wondering if it's due to the looming work stoppage. I have not seen so many 6-7 locos and watch cams all day. Yeah, there's still a lot of delays and whatnot with everything, and at the ports, they're still backed up, I hear. Harry says BNSF might be going on strike this Friday. That's no good. Oh look, the back of my head. I hear something squeaking away. It sounds like a little, sounds like a baby bird. Is the trackside mic loco on track? Yep, yeah, it's pulling. It's the second lead unit. She's coming around the corner there. Let's see if I can. Whoa. I'll probably miss it. Oh yeah, I totally missed it. But what I'll do, so that my dumb head is not in the picture. There we go. Coming around the corner here. It's basically chasing its tail on the helix, which is kind of neat.
There's number 3600 NS. It's hard to see against the black background, but it's there. Roy says that he needs a friend with a 3D printer to print a whole bunch of military equipment. Abraham tanks, APC carriers, Hermits, and Oshkosh trucks, and Deuce? I don't know if that... I've never seen... Deuce half-tonners? I might be pronouncing that wrong. You could always try contacting Bernard from Mini Prints. That might be an idea. That could be something that you would contract him to do for you. You're just rolling around on the ground, aren't you? Yeah, they're quite an investment, I'll say. Let's see if they stay connected going around this section here this time, because it didn't last time, so that was kind of annoying. Yeah, it stayed connected that time. That's awesome.
And let's see lastly if this works. So I had a couple of issues here last time it came around, but hopefully it's nothing too crazy, and that this still works. GT unit. Well, if it makes it around, it makes it around, and I'll just put it back on the rail here. I'm still building the ethanol plant there, Roy. It's going to go on the top of the layout, so I really haven't touched too much with that yet, because I'm working on some finer details now for the second level. Trying to finalize some plans and whatnot. But it's on its way, and hopefully by the new year I will have gotten more done on the top. Problem is that with the top of the layout, I need to get the backdrop first so I can get that in place. Then I need to build up the land to where that's going to be. And yeah, there's a lot to it. I only have one feeder dropped right now for the top of the layout. So when it's going around up there, no power drops. It's just the one feeder doing all that, which is awesome, because it's, you know, less work that way. But I will for sure need to add more at some point. Come on. Ah. What? What is it? I'm just checking the wheels here. Hey, it's Dave. How's it going, Dave? And mainline. What's going on? Lots of CNUP, CSX, and BS out west here lately, apparently. It's horsepower hour. That's neat. Right? Horsepower hour? Not kitten power hour. I don't know if you've seen this, Dave. Don't know if you even seen this coming, but I got a new loco. And I'll show you here. Not this one. But she is beautiful. And they run so smooth together. So smooth. It's a blessing and a curse. So now I need to get some more Norfolk Southern there. What are you doing?
being a butt. Okay. So this Wednesday, or no, today's Wednesday. So this Thursday, which is tomorrow, trackside something or other, third rail. There we go. Okay, third rail Thursday is tomorrow. So we'll be here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, and I'm going to be working on some stuff on the layout or for the layout. And then we've got Sunday, which I will be building some new kits that I got for this section of the layout. Because I got to build up the downtown here, so that'll be neat. And then next week, of course, you've got Mark, M&M Rails. And for those of you who didn't hear but would be interested, so there's a few of us that are getting a very specific kit, and we're going to build it live. And if that's something that you want to take part in, you're more than welcome to join. And we'll be starting that in October. And it's the Walther's Hobby Shop kit. So if you're yet to get that kit, or you just like building kits, and you want to join us, then all you got to do is pick up the kit, and you can join us. You'll see multiple versions of the same kit, obviously. Different interpretations, and all the different tricks and whatnot as to kit building. So that'll be neat. It's the Walther's Hobby Shop kit. So grab your kit and join us in October for that. Wigwag's going to join us. That's awesome. So I've been going for just a little over an hour now. And I'm just going to wait for the train to come back here. And we're going to wrap it up for the day. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow with the third rail Thursday. It is whiskey? Yeah. Next kit we do, I'll make sure that we pick something that's HO and N scale friendly. That way it'll open it up a bit more. Kind of want to show you a couple of things here. This is kind of neat. So I just un-MU'd them. I really should get a thingy to for uncoupling. Just gonna move that one out of the way for a minute. Closer here. Okay, so this is kind of neat here. So I'll just go over this real quickly, just in case you've ever thought about buying an Intermountain. They're obviously very heavy. I've seen one of these without the shell on. It's like 90% weight. Such a heavy locomotive. So it definitely will pull. It'll stay on the rails, no problem there. With this one, because this is a American unit, when I throw the ditch lights on, which should be F5 or F6. Well, which one is it? There we go. Okay. So this one's really neat. So you've got your 0 is your. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why there's a delay. Okay, so the light above the cab is your 0, and F5 is your ditch lights. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, it's F6. That's my bad. F5 is probably something else. But, yeah, this is the first loco I have here where if the ditch lights are on, you press your bell. Well, why isn't it doing it? Oh wait, maybe it's the horn. Give me 1 second. I'm still getting used to this. There you go. See it pulsing there? It's for your crossing and whatnot. That's really cool. Now you don't have that up in Canada. That's why I had this as the second unit with the ditch lights off. But very nice, and the pulsing stays on there for a little bit after the horn goes. But yeah, very nice. And there's a lot of functions throughout. You know, it's easier with the sheet in front of me to tell me exactly which ones they are, but they're kind of scattered. But I won't go through all of them. But very nice locomotive, and a great puller. They work great in pairs, and I'm probably going to get, like I said, a couple more, but probably like the 100 Years of CN, the BC unit, and of course, well, the BC unit is more of a heritage. Yeah. I like the flashing lights though. It's a neat feature. I know you can program that with a lot of other locomotives and whatnot, but again, it's not really a Canadian thing, so it's still relatively new to me. But nice. It's very nice. Anyways, that being said, go get an Intermountain because they're awesome. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Go Veer, go home. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Third Rail Thursday. And I'll be working on the layout. And yeah, we'll be chatting about trains. So we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.